It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but right now, you rocking with Noonish.
I feel like I'm the last man standing. 4-5 sitting on my dresser like a bandit. Oh my, why you scared? There ain't no need to panic. I ain't on a wave that could sink the tides turning.
Woo! I love staying in shape, especially when I run out of booze. I gotta run to the liquor store. But I never go anywhere without my shot sock. That's right, the shot sock. You might think it's funny, but, well, it is funny. Enjoy the shot sock for the man in your life who wears socks.
Putting the ish in Noonish.
Putting the ish in Noonish, man.
Capital I.
Hey, we had to stay true to the title this morning, man. Make sure y'all stay with us. But we're here, man, getting ready for 2021, last show of 2020. First episode of Noonish, man. Excited. I'm your host, Jonathan Anderson, CEO of the N Group International. Here with my awesome co-host, El Grande Toro, Jonas Bull. Hey. And what we calling him? Mr. Hands, half man, half amazing. Mark Clayton, baby. Got the OU top on top.
You know
I think he's
what I'm
ready for a big game tonight.
You know it's about to happen, man.
Yeah, man, it's going down. It's going down.
Dallas skyline was dope.
Yeah,
I don't know if y'all know it.
I saw the Gators on the Omni and then OU on the ball.
OU on the ball. They were reeling both of them. It was nice.
Yeah, hey, got to shout out to whoever's doing the visuals for the city of Dallas skyline. I believe we got ranked number 1 in the world or something like that. Like number 1 skyline.
We're doing.
Yeah,
we there.
Yeah, bro. It's beautiful and
the lighting engagement is wonderful.
I try to tell people, man, Dallas is it's the most modern city. Like when you go up north to Chicago, Indianapolis, New York, it's beautiful, it's big, it's older,
right?
But they don't have the modernized technology and everything that we got here.
They don't.
AT&T added a little bit of spice to the mix over there in the AT&T
park.
Yeah,
that's
sickness.
dope.
Yeah, and they've got it's a couple more very cool buildings coming up, but yeah, man, just really excited about this show, y'all. Just a little different feel today. I don't know what it is, right?
Yeah,
I think it's that dope logo, man. It's the logo.
Oh, that logo.
It's all about the logo.
It hit right.
Yeah, but hit right. Yeah, bro. Hey,
it's all about the
99 Designs.
Yeah, shout out to 99 Designs, man. Shout out to 99 Designs. They
do great.
They sent us several options, man, and that's what we came out with this one right here. And super excited about it, man. Kind of just to kickstart this next year, but man. So we got New Year's Eve coming up. How was y'all's Christmas, man? How was y'all's Christmas? How did it go? We'll start with you, Jonas. How'd it go on the sip,
I was
baby?
gonna say start with Mark, but it went well. We didn't have a lot of concerns about as much concern about coronavirus stuff as some people do. My parents have already had it.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law is a healthcare professional, so she's been taking all the precautions and stuff.
Yeah.
So we were able to get together and not worry about that.
Yeah.
I cooked a ham.
Hey.
That went well.
Did you go ham on the ham?
Went ham, full ham.
Full ham.
Full ham. Bourbon glaze.
Ooh.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
That's a little TGI Fridays trick right there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Holiday ham.
Oh, really?
Oh,
so that's They said about 2 or 3 ounces. I figure that's about right.
Hey,
that's about 2 or 3 ounces.
2 or 3 ounces to this cheers right here, man. To
the Noonish,
to the beautiful Noonish and 2021 coming up season, man. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we got lots of kids, lots of young kids in my family, as well as my older kids because I'm the oldest. And enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a good time.
That's awesome, bro.
I love seeing those kids opening presents and having a good time. Running around on bicycles and all the stuff they do.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Especially when they get the new bikes and just take off. It's freezing outside. You're like, man, their face is about to freeze off. But they don't care.
Yeah, I got a little niece that's like what, 2.5 years old.
Oh, that's fine.
She rips that bike up.
2.5?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna be a stud, bro. That's something serious.
Training wheel?
We're talking about training.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm like,
I was about to say that's crazy.
That's viral.
She's like
that's viral.
She's kicking it up on one training wheel and one front wheel.
Yeah, right.
That 3-wheel motion. Hitting them switches.
Look at me, Uncle.
Yeah, so how was your Christmas, Mark? Tell me about it, man.
Bro. Like we took it easy. My son lives in Florida, so he was in town. It's been an amazing couple weeks actually.
Yeah.
And I had my daughter with me, and so we went and hung at mom's. It was great. And then, fast forward to launching Noonish. And what better way to launch it than to wake up the morning of and your car be towed? Damn handicap. I was
spot, bro.
Just move. We ain't got that much parking in the spot. Love the location. We ain't got that much. I was like, man, we got back late.
Yeah.
My daughter's asleep. We got all these bags. I was like, no, I'm parking right there.
Hey, put that Noonish bumper sticker on. They might have left you alone.
It might have. With the faces. They were like,
hey, that's cool. Half amazing right there.
Not this morning. No.
Yeah. That's so
I had to go all the way to Fort Worth.
Yeah.
But,
it's all good.
We're here. We're right on time.
Yeah. In Noonish, baby, a little more time with the family, bro. That's all good.
Absolutely, yeah. So it would have been a great morning.
Yeah, bro. It's all good, man. Glad you made it safely. Mm-hmm. We had an excellent Christmas, man. It was a little different, man. Really couldn't hang out with family like we wanted to.
Yeah.
But it's all about the kids, man. And kids, got them a basketball goal. I've lost in horse every time we've been outside so far.
Do you have a shot?
Do I have a shot? Actually, my shot has gotten a lot better with my older age.
That's
right.
Interesting.
Because I figured out science. I figured out the science of it. Right.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that stuff as a kid when I was shooting up bricks, but
you're more receptive to do it like this.
Yeah, exactly. Lining stuff
as you
up.
Get older. Yeah,
exactly,
that's crazy.
Bro. I love it. But
yeah.
I like, I'm a Curry guy. I love getting back and just, I like that range, man.
Yeah.
I like that range.
Yeah, me too.
Back when I couldn't hoop, I was more of a rebounder and defensive guy. I wasn't very tall, but I got some hops.
You was young with that testosterone.
Yeah.
So you trying to bang.
Yeah, bro. And I didn't realize until my late 20s that height even mattered. I didn't know until my late 20s that height mattered. And like girls like height and stuff. I was like, what are you talking about? Height, man. That's a tall guy. That means I can get around him pretty quick.
Right. Nope.
But
yeah,
man, it's a little different these days. But I like to stay outside and just pass the rock when I get to it.
I feel like our games are probably similar.
Yeah.
And
just let me line up in the corner, roam a little bit.
Yeah, y'all can do all that. I'll be over here chilling.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. But no, I'm not a hooper. Never claimed to be. But man, super excited, man. We got the Young Bucks in the building today. Got AJ, Gavin, and Deuce, man. The Young Bucks, man. These guys they've known each other forever. The way they dressed, right? They went to the mall together or something, But
the same stuff.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Super, super, super excited once again about this show, man. Got a lot to talk about, man. Got a lot to talk about. We can start.
Week. Yeah, coming into the new year hot.
Yeah, we probably need to get started because this is big.
Yeah,
like, there's a lot of
it's a lot to talk about, man. We'll start with NCAA, man, and what's going on. I guess the big game tonight.
We can start with that.
OU versus Florida. Who you got? Who are you taking?
What question is that?
Hey, I'm sorry. I gotta ask.
I got us. I got us. And not to mention Florida. They have four of their main guys. Probably two first round guys and two key playmakers that are going to sit the game. So I'm looking forward to taking advantage.
Yeah.
And our defense has been stepping it up. Our D-line has been on point. And so I'm looking forward to them getting after trash. Yeah. And then us, coming out hot. Mm-hmm. Lincoln first 15 plays are always juicy. Yeah. Like he's going to have something that, nobody's seen yet. And it's going to get you.
Yep.
But then sustaining and winning the game because of our defense.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
I know in high school we had plays scripted.
Yep.
Does he stick to the script? All 15 plays. You think he does this game?
All 15? No, I think it depends on the series.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because Lincoln, I mean, he's crafty and he has a good feel for the game. Yeah. So when you got a good feel, like you got your script, but I mean, if something ain't working, like, all right, let's try something else. Yeah.
And 4 playmakers missing from Florida. I mean, this is the land where they chase rabbits. So is it going to make very much difference if these 4 athletes are not on the field?
That's interesting.
Or will we see some young cats rise up and ball out?
Cause did you on Okie State?
Yes, in Miami last night.
The true freshman.
Yes.
Show out with 3 touchdowns. Like he balled.
Yes.
There was another freshman that showed out. I want to say for Miami. He balled.
Yep.
Even Texas.
Yeah. See, this is what's fun about bowl season.
Yeah.
You get to watch the young Bucks and see what these teams are going to look like next year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to that point, and watching Florida, their scheme has been great. Like I like it. Like I would have loved to play in something like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure, any young pass catcher.
Tossing that thing around the yard.
They're going to have some opportunities to make plays.
Yeah.
If there's one that's going to step out, he's going to do it tonight.
Trask, is that his last name, the quarterback?
Trask, yeah.
Yeah, so is he that legitimate of a stud? Because I know he was up for Heisman for a while before they started taking some L's.
with the LSU L.
Yeah, it hurt them.
That shut it down.
Yeah, it hurt them, bro, because they were real down this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like,
I think he's official.
Yep.
I don't know what that translates to in the NFL, but shoot, for college, like he can get the ball where it needs to be.
Yeah.
He can throw it, with somebody in his face. Watching the game versus Alabama, still, what they score 48, 49?
Yeah.
Is
he still a Heisman candidate right now? No. I know they released the finalists. I know it was a guy from BYU in there.
Zach, that's
Wilson?
my guy. Yeah,
he's a baller.
I think Zach is a top 10 pick, bro.
Really?
He's that. Like if you watch, like Zach Wilson.
So I felt like he came out of nowhere. Is he like a Steve Young type cat?
So
I watched more Steve Young than what's my guy in New Orleans?
Drew. He's more young.
No, not Drew. The backup, number 7.
Oh no, he's not Taysom. He's not a stout. He's more. He's actually twitchy.
Really?
Zach Wilson is actually fairly twitchy.
These twitchy quarterbacks are tripping me out.
Telling you, man. Hey, I watched BYU Houston earlier.
Yeah.
Houston actually has a solid quarterback too, but that kid, he stood. I was like, oh my god, like who is this?
He
guy?
Jumped off on the field.
He jumped off, and he has been efficient the entire season.
That's huge.
And his gun, like he can get the ball anywhere it needs to be.
Yeah.
He can spray the field, and he's pretty twitchy. I was like, okay.
So you think this will be a high scoring game tonight between OU and Florida?
I think I got Florida for some points.
Yeah, I got OU, man, and I got OU winning big, bro. And I just say that because that defense, that consistency you talked about, there's some pride that comes along with that.
It is.
And Florida's down those guys. Of course, some young guys can step in. The unknown is always kind of it spooks you out a little bit as a coach. I don't have that much film on these guys. I don't know who's going to step up. I don't know what their capabilities are, right?
Yep, under pressure when the lights is on.
Yeah, exactly. But they might have a young Deion Sanders coming out. They might have a young Emmitt Smith coming out the backfield or something that we haven't seen before, right? I know Deion went to Florida State, but I'm excited to see the game, bro. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah,
I will say it should be exciting. I doubt it'll be one of those Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens 10-3 games.
I agree. Yeah.
That makes it fun though. Really, when you have the young guys, you don't know what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's new opportunity.
Right, new opportunity.
They're excited.
When somebody really comes and shows and brings some new game too. That's awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah, it is, man. And of course, later on this week we've got my boys, them gold hats.
The gold hats.
Notre Dame taking on the Crimson Tide. And man, I'm about tired of people talking about us taking that L and getting blown out. I know it's very realistic.
Yeah.
I know our past history of making it to these bowl games and just looking like we shouldn't even be in the building.
I love that you're a realist.
That's man. I got to be real with it. But I tell you this, Brian Kelly, I feel that he's learned. I feel that he's brought in some athletes that they're not second tier.
They're not.
Right?
No,
and it's been a matter of depth. I think those guys, typically in the past, we've had some guys that could go, but they get tired. They can't go all game, especially in the fast-paced college football game where you might run 90 to 100 plays.
Yep.
Right? So it's going to be interesting, man. I hope we can just stay on the field. And if we do keep it close, I think we'll win. I think Notre Dame will win a close game. If we don't get blown out.
Wait. Oh, okay. So if it's close, you feel
we'll win.
Obviously that's the best scenario.
Yeah. Other than that, it's going to be a blowout. That's my prediction.
Okay.
And I'm true Notre Dame, but I got to be true to myself too.
So if it's close,
we'll win.
We'll win. But
if it's not close, Alabama's going to blow us out.
This is clear, but so second half, down third quarter, down 21, done.
Yeah, it's a wrap. No comeback.
You can't. Yeah,
we're not coming back.
Okay.
We're not coming back. Okay. So
that almost makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying if kind of it's like one of those things where the coach is like, hey, if you let these guys stay in the game, they're gonna win. And that momentum thing, because now these guys believe they can beat you.
Exactly.
And if we stay close and we believe we can beat Alabama, I think we're gonna have a good chance of winning that thing, man.
That's it.
But
if they get up
quick,
it's a wrap. Yeah. It's a wrap, son. We're gonna start looking at 2021.
So give it to that house in the backfield.
Yeah, man. And Alabama
keep leaning on you.
They've been destroying people this year, so I'm anxious to see how they do. I know
they found themselves again.
Yeah, and Notre Dame we've played a tough schedule, but Bama's gonna bring it every year, man.
Indeed. And they got 1, 2, 3, and 4 deep.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just hoping
somebody go down.
I'm hoping Ian Book pulls out one of those Deshaun Watson-esque performances, right? And does something special this weekend, man.
Somebody gonna have to make some plays on the outside for you guys.
Yeah, but we got some guys that can do that. Yeah. You know, we got big number 11. I can never pronounce his name properly. Yeah. But he makes plays, and we got a few guys that can make some plays. Bro,
okay.
So.
Okay.
Unfortunately, our tight end is not going to be able to join us, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And then other big game, we got OSU versus Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
OSU's played 6 games this year. They're fresh.
They got a great chance. They got a great chance.
Their knees feel real good right about now.
Coming to fourth quarter, they can be down 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't.
They go how they did.
Time to put it out there.
Like,
I know it's the end of the
still
season.
fresh legs.
You're tired.
It's like they're confused.
Right.
Is this the middle of the season or is the end of the season? What's going on?
Just now warming up, coach.
Yeah, they're just getting loose. But, man, I think Clemson's going to take that one, too. I just haven't seen enough of Ohio State. I can't even believe they're in it after only playing 6 games. But, yeah, let me take a little break, let y'all know what we're sipping on today. Jonas brought in a little Louisa's liqueur.
Louisa?
Coffee caramel pecan.
Man,
right?
Some of us thought that was a little bit too sweet.
A little too sweet.
Except me.
Yeah, man. And then
Mark says it's almost right. It's almost right.
Yeah.
It's
almost
a little
right.
bit more sweet.
Is it like a chocolate chip cookie with too much chocolate chips? Hit that little taste back.
Hit that little spot, like hit that little back there.
In the back.
I don't often say something's too sweet.
Yeah,
it's really
that one is
good.
that one's there. You need to mix it, but it also doesn't.
Probably tastes really good with coffee.
It ain't gonna hit you like a screwball.
That's true.
That's one of those. It's one of those morning liqueurs right there. And then we got the Woodford Reserve. Haven't cracked it open yet, but we got it just because we feel like it.
Yeah, that Woodford Classic.
We had multiple people gifting Woodford Reserve.
Oh, nice.
Very happy to receive.
You think it was on sale? Clearance rack? Are they still in business right now?
So for my brother, was Woodford Reserve on sale?
Hey, we'll find out. You can ask him after the show. Let me know. But I think like I said, Clemson's going to take that game, and then. You had to mention some of the weird bowls, man. We had the
Cheez-It Bowl.
Cheez-It Bowl, right? Last night.
They put yeah.
How would you
Cheez-Its? I'll take that over water.
If you were a star quarterback and had to tell somebody, man, I got hurt in a Cheez-It Bowl, how would you feel?
Oh, buddy, he almost went out, didn't he?
Yeah.
He got his hand stepped on.
Yeah. No, the starting quarterback for Miami was out of there. He hurt his knee.
Oh, Eric did go out.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's the guy that transferred from Houston.
Right. Yeah,
he's a stud. But luckily, he announced that he was going to come back next year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hopefully, he can have a very successful rehab process and come back stronger. A lot of times, after you go through rehab, you do come back stronger because that's the first time you really focused on that area of your body as much. Yeah. You know what I mean? So hopefully,
the body period.
It's
pretty awesome. I mean,
yeah. And it wasn't anything. It wasn't anything gruesome like that experience.
Right.
Like, I still don't know what happened to him, but he got hit on the top of the knee.
Okay.
And
that was it.
Yeah, he got helped off the field, man.
I saw a kid that had tremendous potential.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was still growing. Still like extremely athletic.
How old? Like teenage?
Teenage.
Early?
Late teens.
Late teen. Okay.
And took one to the knee. Was it
high school?
Yeah.
High school?
High school. Yeah.
Done? Like done?
Done. Never played again.
In today's world of medicine.
Even run again.
What?
Well, no, this was
years ago, right?
Wait.
This was like 4 years ago.
I'm like, wait. Was this
it was like the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when they
were
still using.
They're
still using thread and needle back then.
The doctor was doing cocaine.
The same stuff they used to make a jump rope.
That's
right, man.
Bro, ain't no today. No, today is you be back.
Yeah,
almost forgot, man.
There's a lot more to do today.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is amazing how much, especially sports medicine. Like sports medicine wasn't even a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And now, it has progressed so far.
It's incredible.
Yeah. That you see these guys that see ankles go.
Oh, coming back from the Achilles.
They were like, actually, that's better than,
Right.
Exactly. That's really good.
It's still flopping around. You're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, man.
No, man.
Real quick break. I forgot, man. Shout out. I hope y'all like the new commercial. I think it's pretty hilarious. He gets tired. He goes, for his shot sock. He goes to the liquor store. But speaking of shot socks, wanted to kick a shout out one more time for the shot socks. I know Jonas, you and your wife has an experience. I keep my ear pads in my shot socks.
My shot socks.
Right?
We've been doing some running testing on the shot socks.
Yeah.
To see what we can carry.
So how'd that go? That's like a
So
stress test,
like
right?
Because like having a phone in your pocket, you get like the pocket boner where it's like.
Right.
Yeah.
Does that like is it moving down?
We decided not to do a phone. What we did was I did stuff that I could lose and not not feel bad about.
Okay.
I took a card that would be the equivalent of like an ID card or credit card or whatever.
Okay.
Put that in one side. Took some keys, put it in the other side.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Not a problem.
So you could easily, if you're a runner doing something around, you could easily carry like an ID and a little bit of cash and some car keys or whatever.
Right.
Easily carry those in a shot sock.
Yeah.
Nice.
You could also, depending on how big your keys are, you could also carry a little shot of something.
Yeah. Yeah.
On
the other side. Just to reward yourself.
Yeah, to reward yourself.
You
did
did
such a good job, right?
At the end,
we good. Take a shot.
5-hour energy in case you get tired.
Or
Stick a couple 5-hour energies in there. Good to go, man.
Yeah, you can totally.
Yeah, that's from word from our sponsors, by the way. But yeah, back to the funny bowls. We also had Nevada and Tulane in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
Tulane, that's a good one.
Got beat.
Tulane.
Yeah, man. I don't know too much about these teams, but just wanted to talk about the bowls. Had the Myrtle Beach Bowl out here. Myrtle Beach is pretty cool to visit at times. Had Appalachian State beat UNT, those Fighting Eagles. Are they the Eagles out there?
UNT?
Yeah.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Yep. The green. Yeah.
Green.
Shout out
Joe Green.
Coach Luttrell. Hold it down.
Holding it down up there, Coach. Hey, y'all took an L. It's all good. Appalachian State beat Michigan a couple years ago, so you're right on the same level as Michigan, sounds like.
Yep.
Then last night we had what is this? Valero Alamo Bowl with UT defeating Colorado by quite a bit of a margin, 55-23. And man, did we see a star come out.
He was born.
One of those young bucks was born last night. Casey Thompson, man. Can you run that clip, Oscar? This kid is, he gave me reason to watch. I saw Sam Ellinger go down, and that is so sad when you see a guy start from his freshman year, go his entire career, just be that backbone of the team, man. And
they play so well.
Yeah, and he's gonna get drafted. I don't know, probably a later round. He's got those intangibles.
I think he might be a better pro.
Yeah,
I think he might be a better pro.
Yeah, something like Tannehill, right?
Correct.
He reminds me like a Tannehill.
Absolutely, I agree. Yeah.
And so he went down with a shoulder injury. Hopefully, he comes back, in time enough to go to the combine or whatever. Hopefully, it's not too bad. But we saw a star come out by the name of Casey Thompson last night.
Indeed.
The first thing I heard about this kid was he's thrown 8 passes on the year, and 3 of them was touchdowns. And then the next play I saw was another touchdown pass. So I was like, geez, that's a pretty good average right there.
40% of your passes are touchdowns. That's not bad.
That's serious right there. But, he continued to just shine last night, man, and throwing down. You seen that Kevin Love dropping dimes commercial?
It was dropping dimes.
We need to put old Casey Thompson on there next time and bring it back with the remix.
Casey Thompson puppet, get him dropping dimes.
Dropping dimes.
That touchdown was a dime.
Yeah.
The
73-yarder, that first post you were talking about, where he threw it up away from the defender. That was a big
that's NFL open.
That's big time pass right there. That takes some notes, bro. Hey,
bow.
Shots fired.
Stop.
That's all good, man. I saw
Dak was completing over 60% of his passes, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, down by 30. I can do that too with 10
no,
yards of cushion.
No, you can't.
10 yards of cushion.
Stop lying, man.
10 yards of cushion, 3 guys rushing. I'll do that too.
No, you can't.
Hey, like that guy from Denver that you played quarterback in college that had 1 completion and 2 interceptions.
Right, you can't.
Jeez. Did he play quarterback for real?
Yeah.
And where did he play?
Yeah.
Was it D7?
Right.
But yeah, man, that's college football. Just want to talk about the weird bowls. Notre Dame, got faith in you guys, man. Come through for your boy one time. OU, hey, man, I ain't going to even root against y'all, man. But, I think y'all going to win tonight, too. But anyway, we'll move on to the NFL now. right? This week was quite surprising to see
It's a pretty good
those
week.
Dallas Cowboys show up the way they did.
It was a good week for the Cowboys.
What happened with that?
Oh my
Like
goodness.
all the predictions.
Hey, talk about dropping dimes.
They went,
Andy Dalton was out there
he was dropping dimes. What did he throw for? 370?
Bro, and up, he was up. He wasn't coming from behind throwing 370.
That's right.
He wasn't doing the Dak 370.
So you said the play calling was aggressive.
I say that he was getting the ball out on time. He realizes the weakness in his offense, and I think that they just had an excellent scheme, bro. That cornerback,
I agree.
when you take a starting cornerback, and by the end of the game, he's watching, that was a great scheme.
That was a great scheme.
Coming out and attacking that young man, bro. I felt bad for him. You know?
Yeah.
And he was standing by himself. So he knew he sucked.
He knew he sucked. Yeah.
He knew he sucked. Got burnt.
Ownership. He took ownership.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm gonna hang over here.
Yeah.
Because I suck.
How can you not take ownership when the whole world saw that?
One of the greatest interviews, Marcus Peters. It was like, I play like ass. Like, flat out, I play like ass. I was like, man, I love this guy.
Hey,
but no, real talk.
He's grown. He's gotten better
day.
and better, right? But Mark Clayton was always a solid corner. But there was a time when
he played like ass.
He got that check, right? He got that check.
He did get the check.
And then played like ass.
He played like ass.
And then
he stepped it back up. So hopefully, But that guy, he got. Yeah,
they toasted that young man, number 38. He got toasted by every receiver on the field.
They did.
I think Cole Beasley came down from Buffalo and ran around against him, bro.
They took turns.
Yeah, they took turns just torching him, bro. I was like, golly. And then Zeke, you could tell Zeke was watching young 20. You know, Zeke got mad. Everybody talking smack. Oh, is Zeke going to be back next year? Yeah. Hey, Zeke was like, hey, give me the ball. Give me the ball.
He made some play. Like, he was getting contact in the backfield. Man, guys missed.
Yep.
Turning into positive yard. Like, that's
haven't seen
that's
Zeke
90 million.
that hard.
That's 90 million.
And since he signed that check.
Mm-hmm.
And they did that Albert Hainsworth.
No, he didn't do the Albert. But Albert played a whole 6.5 games post signing that check.
Yeah.
he was out. He was done.
Oh man. Yeah, Zeke, man, he came back alive. It was good to see Andy Dalton ball out. Michael Gallup. Man, get out of here. I had you on my fantasy team all year. But he had like 100 plus yards, bro, and 3 touchdowns. And before this game started, I said, man, Dez has the same amount of touchdowns as Michael Gallup. Because Dez scored his 2nd touchdown of the year.
Yep.
At the time, Michael Gallup had 2. I think he saw my post.
Yep.
Because 10 minutes later, he's up the sideline.
Bing, bang.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Man. And he was going off. Amari Cooper, like I said, basically Philly's defense stayed in Philly this past Sunday. Their defensive end or their cornerback stayed in Philly.
You know what? They did. But I will tell you this. Fletcher Cox is a luxury for the secondary. Period.
As soon as he got hurt,
it went like off a cliff.
Yeah, because it started out real bad. I saw Deshaun Jackson, man, looked like D-Jack from Michael Vick days, bro.
Yeah.
Came out, I didn't know he still had the burners.
Man, he gonna have burners till he like 44, bro.
Man,
like, he gonna have burners all the way. And he might be 50 with burners.
He did the D-Jack, ran across the field, flipped into the end zone.
Bro,
I was like,
D-Jack was dope.
Nah, so it's gonna be a long day.
I was recruiting him. Well, I was like the guy that they had recruiting like in college. So coming out of Cali, he came on a visit.
Yep.
Bro, he was the most confident kid ever.
Yeah.
On the visit, he's there with D1 guys.
Yeah.
And somebody said, well, they was talking about shit. He's like, all right, let's race, bud.
Yeah.
Like, let's race. Like, let's go right now. Let's race. Like, let's go. Like, easy.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
Like, he was natural, bro.
Yeah. Now, D-Jack's a stud, man.
It's ridiculous.
And talking about that team in Cali, that was D-Jack, Marshawn Lynch, Justin Forsett.
Forsett was in there.
Was Aaron Rodgers the quarterback?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Aaron
and they didn't even get top 10 that year.
It's crazy.
Coach should have been fired.
Was it Tetra?
Get out of here.
Yeah, Tepper was the head coach or OC.
All that talent.
It was actually pretty good. But, man, yeah.
All that talent. Can't win.
They were recruiting.
Sometimes the combination is just not right there.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But, yeah, shout out to Cowboys. Huge win this week, man. We still got a chance for the playoffs, man.
Y'all do.
Jeez, thank you, Washington.
But Alex Smith is back.
It's good.
Yep.
It's good.
So
to see
I'm
the Cowboys catch fish around
I'm
here.
gonna enjoy when Stephen A. Smith comes on. as I will enjoy, sending the Cowboys into the offseason.
See, this is nice. See, this guy, Mark is like the guy off Major League that wears
I'll
the Indians
enjoy
hat
it.
inside out with the X on the shirt. Wow, thing, you make my butt stink. Like, that's Mark Clayton right there in the Cowboys. Just waiting for him to win another championship, bro. Because he used to be a fan. Come back home.
No, I am.
Come
home.
on back home, Mark. It's all good. We'll take you,
Hey,
bro.
Look, the Cowboys didn't feed me. You know what I'm saying? They didn't feed me.
It wasn't their fault. It wasn't their fault.
It was their fault. They had an option.
They
They
could
had a
have.
chance.
Yeah, they could have. Well,
They had a
they
chance. I mean,
passed
they
on
could've-
Randy Moss too.
They did.
You
That's
know,
what I'm saying. I mean,
obviously,
Randy not a Cowboy fan either.
Jay been messing up for a long time, man. You can't blame the whole organization now.
It's not that I'm blaming the whole organization. I'm just appreciating the organization.
That took
That
care.
fed me.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Respect to the Cowboys because I mean they're home team, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I also still enjoy talking shit to the Cowboy fans.
Yeah, because we got
And my
some
fans,
faithful.
like it's awesome. Oh yeah,
we got some faithful
because
fans.
they're not realists. They're like senile.
Yeah,
Like I mean
Super
you're
Bowl
one of the
championship
realists
winner.
of the Cowboy fan, but yeah, Cowboy fans
Yeah,
as a whole like are more senile than any other fans on the planet.
yeah.
Period.
It's just I hate being disappointed, so it's all about that setting proper expectations thing. You
That's
know,
right. It's
so
America's team.
yeah, it's America's team, and it'll always be America's team. New England
I can't-
Patriots, get out of here.
The bank account does not refute that.
Yeah, I hit you with the
Like,
hit you with the Sean Merriman, kick
number
you out
one,
of here with it.
yeah.
you know, trying to
We're
go
gonna
against who
lights
America's team is.
Man.
But Baltimore
Right,
also had a
team.
solid win this weekend, man. Helped us
Yep.
out with that
Big
win
time.
over the Giants. Thank you very much.
Indeed.
Uh,
And then, Jets helped us out.
yeah.
Helped the Ravens out. Like,
Tell me about them Ravens a little bit, though,
Huh?
man. Tell me about that game.
So
bro.
I mean, we've had a couple weeks where we found a rhythm, but we also, I mean, it was Jacksonville. I'll say Cleveland win was a big win. Jacksonville win was an expect like you should be Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Period.
We blew them out like this year.
And they did absolutely. So the jury's still out.
Yeah.
In regards to what it looks like, because at the end of the day, we're all. I mean, for any team, it's Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to win the Super Bowl.
And hey, they
So
played
the jury's
Pittsburgh
out.
well without Lamar.
They played Pittsburgh well without Lamar.
Without
You're
Lamar,
right.
they played them well.
You're right. You're right.
So-
But, I mean, it was a big win. We did what we did to stay the course. But
They're on that trajectory they need
We
to be
are.
on going into the playoffs.
we are.
That
We'll see.
defense is balling right now.
They're back. Yeah. I mean, we got Calais back. We got Brandon back. Those guys up front. That's huge. Dez.
And old Dez.
We take advantage of him in the red zone. We're gonna be all right.
You got to.
We're gonna be all right.
You got
We're gonna be
to.
all right. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think we're in a great position.
Yep.
We'll
Yep.
see.
Hollywood's balling
Appreciate the
too, man.
Jets. Yeah.
bro.
Taking care of Cleveland
And
for us.
unbelievable how the Jets beat the freaking Cleveland Browns. But again, like what Florida's going to be facing tonight, Cleveland was down their entire receiving corps,
Entire receiving corps.
right? So
And everybody thought, oh, they're just gonna run the ball all day.
no,
Not in the
you can
NFL.
stack that box, baby.
Not in the NFL. Don't work
Yeah.
like that.
And the Jets have a
Like,
pretty
we
good
know
D
that's
line
what you're
too,
gonna-
bro.
Like, duh.
Yeah, their D line is not bad.
They got 2 of the top 5 run stopping defensive linemen in the NFL. They got 3 of the top 10. by
My
the
guy
way.
Williams, that's a Young Money APAA guy right there.
Right.
Shout out to Adi,
That's
he'll
what's
be
up.
on a
Yep,
couple
it
weeks.
comes- Yep.
Yeah, but
That's
he
dope.
what,
But
like
they
he's
got 3
first,
of the
second pick.
top 10 run stopping D linemen in the NFL.
Yeah.
In New York.
Yeah, so
Big
that,
time.
you know,
And so,
and
it didn't
Baker
work- it didn't
Mayfield
work.
was super frustrated, banging his fist against the ground. But
Yeah,
I would have been
get
too if
it.
I didn't have any of my receivers. Plus, Odell's hurt, right?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
geez, it seems almost like
Well, I actually wouldn't be mad about Odell being hurt. To be honest, they got better.
yeah,
with
yeah, they
Odell being
did,
hurt,
they did,
To be honest, yeah.
they did. But
Odell's a tough case.
man, these timely
He's a
COVID,
tough case.
these timely COVID tests we was talking about, man, it happens to Cleveland now, right?
So you think Steve Bisciotti in Baltimore was like, yo, we
man.
need Cleveland.
Hey,
Like,
old
we
Roger.
need Cleveland to- hey,
Hey, old Raj.
and we need Cleveland
Raj.
to take that L. Like,
Hey, Raj, can you hook up a couple of those positive tests for me?
yeah,
Right.
Yeah, bro.
yeah. I got $1 million.
It's very possible. It's very
No.
hey that contract negotiation's coming up, isn't it, Raj?
Right.
So yeah,
Hey.
taking care of his people, man.
Yeah.
Taking care of his people, man. Making sure Baltimore has a shot still.
Good.
You know, but
That was good.
we can say
Indeed.
that. We can speculate all day.
No
But
doubt.
unbelievable that the Jets beat Cleveland, man.
Indeed.
Nobody expected that. Another big win. Buffalo absolutely destroyed New England on Monday Night Football.
The best part of that game was the fact that I won fantasy football.
Did you? Hey, cheers, man!
Hey.
Cheers! Cheers!
That's
Hey,
what
who's
it's
your big time player?
Who's my big time player is Stephon Diggs.
Oh, that guy there.
That is my guy. So on my team, I had Kamara this week.
50 some odd. He was a big point guy.
He carried 3 spots for me.
Yeah.
I actually had negative points by a spot.
Wow.
And so also had Minnesota defense. Not good. But yeah, no. Steph Diggs. Oh my God, what a year, bro!
3 touchdowns.
What a year, yeah,
bro.
What a year!
That guy
he broke
there.
Eric Moe's record for receptions in the season, yards in the season, touchdowns.
Yeah, that's incredible,
big time.
man.
I love Steph. Like Steph is, he's definitely one in like my top 7.
Stephon Diggs.
Steph Diggs.
Let's talk.
Respect, love, bro.
So, you're up there with Cole Beasley. I'm sure he's had a few conversations with you about the Cowboys and
Cole is dope.
Just how well they're treated and how awesome this locker room is and this beautiful, immaculate stadium that he still wishes he was playing in right now. Your little brother plays here with these Cowboys.
Stop,
come on
boy.
home.
Stop.
Come on to Dallas, baby. We'll take the Diggs. Think about
no.
you.
Stop. First of all,
CD,
no. Stop. Hey,
Amari.
Nah, chill out. Look,
Michael.
No. No. Jared Allen.
Jared Allen. He's a dog. He's a dog.
He's not leaving. Jared Allen.
Hey, man.
Look, them boys are Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah.
It's like legit contenders.
Yeah. Are we looking at a Buffalo KC matchup in the AFC Championship if that's the way that things align? And that would be a beautiful game.
It would be.
It'd be a beautiful game.
But I think Pittsburgh is still, I think they found, it's good. It's good to take a dip.
Yeah.
You need to take a dip, at the right time.
Yeah.
And then going into play, like I said, their losses, it was 2 at the time. It was like they had 2 losses in a row. Okay, that's fine. If you want to have your dip, you need to have it now. Because you do not want to go into the playoffs losing.
I don't trust Big Ben as my leader. I think Big Ben, he's got a Super Bowl under his belt, but he had the bus. He had wasn't the bus on that team?
06.
Yeah.
What about the other one?
Did he have another? He's got 2?
Yeah.
When was the other one?
09.
Oh, that was Mike
they
Thomas.
They beat us in the AFC Championship.
Oh, that hurt.
It was the 3rd time. But yeah, that was another
Yeah.
And he was slinging. It was Santonio.
But
Holmes
that's a young
Santonio Holmes catch in the corner.
That's a pre-shoulder injury Ben we're talking about.
Oh, Ben doesn't have no problem throwing the ball.
Man, I don't trust Ben.
Okay. That's fine. You don't have to.
I don't trust Big Ben back there, man.
You don't have to. You don't have to. It's a
Pittsburgh
team. It's a team.
Plus, y'all picked him at the beginning of the season.
We did. That's what I was saying. Yeah, we did.
Ben ain't gonna make it. Hey, Pat Mahomes, Jared Allen, bro.
Aaron, Jared Allen. Okay. Pat Mahomes. Yes.
Yeah, those guys are.
Yeah, I got Mahomes. Yeah.
Is it Jared Allen?
Huh?
Jared Allen? Is that his name? Josh Allen. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about
Jared Allen's the D lineman played for Minnesota back in the game.
Yeah, set the record. He topped the record with Skip.
Yeah. So we appreciate that, G. Gavin Grisham with the facts. Appreciate it.
We can phone a friend. Insult the audience.
Yeah, man. And then KC in Atlanta. Atlanta does what they do. They gave up another game,
Mm-hmm.
I
feel like in history, they said they've lost, I want to say 5 games where they had 95% or more
chance of winning. Wow. And then also,
terrible.
There was more history made in that game. Travis Kelce, most receptions by a tight end in a season.
That was a big
Hats off to that guy. And that guy is.
I love that guy.
He's thugged out.
He is.
I like Kelce,
He's swagger.
bro.
He's swagger,
that guy's got some swagger, man. He's got a nice little fade, bro.
He grew up in the hood. Yeah. He could dance. Like he cold, bro.
Yeah, I like Kelce.
He definitely grew up in the hood, bro.
He's a good dude. But yeah, it's gonna be fun watching those 2 teams battle through the playoffs, and it's not gonna be easy because it's AFC is tough, man. A lot of good defenses, a lot of electric ball players, good quarterbacks in that league, man. So we'll see, man. See what happens there, but. Man, NFL was just fun to watch this week, man. There was a lot going on. Pittsburgh beat Indianapolis. They came back to win. So Big Ben showed up, beat old Phil Rivers, man.
Indeed.
Philip is one of my favorite guys, just because we talked about this last week.
He's fun.
Passionate dude.
Very passionate.
Loves playing the game. I really enjoy watching him play football, bro. But took that L this week. Took that L. But yeah, I mean that's all we got for the NFL this week, man. I know we were on it for a little bit, but I think we'll come back to it in the news portion, but we're gonna switch things up a little bit and talk about the NBA since they've started some things up. There's just one game I wanted to talk about. This past Sunday, the Mavericks beat the Los Angeles Clippers by 51 points, bro.
A whole 51?
51. They were up by 50 at halftime. 77-27 at halftime.
That's not good.
No, but they won by 51, man. Luka, it's good to see that guy back on the court balling.
That's shitty.
Yeah, that's horrible, bro.
For the Clippers?
Yeah.
So they didn't have Kawhi.
Yeah, Kawhi was out.
I'm gonna get
that's a major.
I'll start and stop right there. Actually.
Paul George still played.
I know, but I'll start and stop with the fact that Kawhi was out.
Yeah, Kawhi was out. So
is that 50 points?
Yes.
Is Kawhi 50 points?
Hey, that's bulletin board material for later on this year.
Yeah.
And they're gonna try to take it out on the Mavericks next time they play.
Yeah.
But
Luka for MVP.
Yeah, all day. They say he's the next LeBron, and I believe it. I believe it, man. Team Jordan locked him up. That boy MJ, way to go.
That's a nice move.
He had some fresh J's
Lucas
on last game. Yeah.
Looking forward to the new Lucas.
Yeah, the Lucas.
I wonder Jimmy Butler's now.
Yeah, man. Hey, Jordan, if he could take his brand and make a team, he'd have something special. You got Zion on there.
Mm-hmm.
You got Luke on there.
Jimmy Butler.
Des Bryant can come catch some passes. All right, yeah, whatever. That's all I wanted to talk about on the NBA front, man. Mavericks, man. Shout out to those guys. They're gonna be fun to watch this year, bro. So.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man. You know, now we're back to my favorite part of the show. Tech Talk.
Tech Talk.
A little news, baby.
Tech Talk is not me this time. I think probably the biggest news, some of the biggest news in technology.
Mm-hmm.
And we take a little bit of a loop. You know, technology is things that people build, right?
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah.
But there has been something big brewing recently in the form of the SEC taking on Ripple.
Yes.
Taking on cryptocurrency in the form of XRP, which is owned by Ripple.
Yep.
And,
no, it's not owned by Ripple.
Well, yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Ripple is the parent, is the originator.
They're a custodian of a lot of it, by the way. Yes.
Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm. So facts. So yeah, that's right. And so Mark is the expert on Ripple. And XRP here.
Yeah.
But
this is big.
Yeah,
we're talking about the beginning of the internet. Like
I 100% agree. This is a huge defining moment for, you know, we've had cryptocurrencies in one form or another for about 20 years, 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And it originally started, this is one of the places that we get into some good conversations about.
Yeah.
It originally started as a kind of almost a hedge against governmental, you know, fiat currencies.
The authority.
Right.
And
right. Yeah, it's anonymous.
It was the kid that got mad at his parents and was like, I'm going to do it my own thing.
Well, I wasn't going to put it quite that way, but that's one way to look at it. Yeah. And so that brought with it some baggage, if you will, of you know, some of the reports mentioned that it was tied to the Silk Road and all this kind of stuff.
Indeed.
There's also, you know,
Silk Road, by the way, for anybody that doesn't know,
right?
That is where a lot of deals go down for close. Yeah, they said that. What was it? Drugs, weapons,
weapons, human trafficking,
and opiate, or you know,
more drugs.
Adderall or whatever.
Lots of drugs.
Lots of drugs.
Drugs.
I bet that was like 40% of Silk Road, like market fee.
If not more,
drugs. Yeah. But yeah,
and so there's some truth to that. I mean, obviously, of course, you know, now anybody who knows anything knows that people been handing greenbacks around for exchange for all of those things for way longer than there's been an internet.
And a lot way more.
And a lot more.
I'm sorry,
government,
more.
Military.
Oh, stop, boy.
So okay, but to the news. There was a ruling recently. There is it's not like a legislative thing where it's done.
Yep.
It's a rule change, possibly a pretty serious fine coming.
Heavy. Yeah.
But the big thing is to me. Okay, I'm not part of Ripple, so
right.
that part of it is
yeah.
interesting, but that doesn't really affect me. Doesn't really affect Mark.
Right.
Doesn't really affect you.
Nope. None of us, right. Or you guys.
So unless you're a stockholder or a
which is available, you can buy Ripple stock.
Right.
Yeah.
That doesn't really affect you. What does affect you though is the SEC and the government is basically saying, okay, we're going to put some rules around how you exchange cryptocurrency.
Yep.
So where you could have, like, Mark could have a private wallet, I could have a private wallet, and I could say, Mark, I'm gonna buy some of this whiskey from you for 2 XRP or whatever.
Exactly.
And that exchange
no taxes.
is 100 no taxes. Right.
That's
I think that's a big part of it.
That's the point.
That's a big part
no
of it.
taxes. Yeah, absolutely.
But and it's completely anonymous. Like nobody really could track that.
Yeah.
So now what they're saying,
that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they can dig and uncover layers of IP addresses, and they can.
But this is all after tax money.
But
was being used.
But like for those small exchanges like that, is it really like how much? What's the level of effort that's required?
Indeed, yeah.
And so a couple of things that they've done there is, the big one is that if you're going to exchange cryptocurrency with somebody who has a public wallet, so that private to private is still just like with cash. I can pay you $2, and nobody really knows that.
They don't know.
Now,
or
if I
$1
pay
million.
Right.
Yeah, nobody knows it. Right
well,
now.
yeah, I mean,
private to private.
Right.
Yeah.
Ostensibly.
Mm-hmm.
But what they're saying is anything over $3,000. So the equivalent of $3,000.
$3,000 and up.
Then that becomes something that you now have to report some stuff on.
Yep.
And from what I've been able to understand, it's a lot. Like it's not just hey guys, I'm giving Mark $3,001 worth of XRP.
Yeah.
It's
the same thing you would do to register or to sign up with a bank.
Sign up with a bank,
like
right,
absolutely.
And I think that's really like what's at issue is one is the taxes.
Yep.
It's 100% like the government wants the taxes.
1,000%. Yep.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is they want to know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like not individually. Like nobody. Like they might care about what Mark's doing. They don't care about what I'm doing. They don't really care about us individually. Like that's the mistake a lot of people make with cryptocurrency and VPNs and the Facebook is tracking me. They don't care about you individually.
Mm-hmm.
They care about us as a group. Like how much money are you spending? How much are we losing on taxes if you're not reporting? How much, what are you likely to be spending this to buy a car versus buy, a boat or whatever?
Yep.
Those are the things that people are worried about. They're not worried about individuals.
Well, see,
generally speaking, you start talking about $1 million transactions.
Absolutely.
Like it immediately becomes something that's
different.
So if it's me, like I'm just like, I'm not one for, I don't like authority. There's a need for rules. There's a need for authority, but I just don't like them messing with me. Right, so why wouldn't I just make
right there with you?
Why wouldn't I just make 1,000 $2,999.99 transactions?
Oh yeah, you're gonna do it. But if you're making 100 of them, or consistently every week, they will see this.
That creates a
pattern. It's a Exactly.
But that takes away the whole private to private portion,
right?
Oh yeah, privacy is not gonna be a thing in the future.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So that's what I think. First of all,
it's already not a thing. People don't even realize that privacy and security are two different things.
The privacy that you think you have is mostly an illusion.
It is totally illusion.
Like you're the only way that there will be anything remotely like what the privacy that people my age think they have is if it becomes part of it's going to have to be legislated.
Yeah, well, as long as you got a cell phone with a mic and a Alexa around the house, there's no privacy.
There's no privacy.
Well, you have that?
Yes.
Oh, my Alexa has been spinning yellow and green, confused because I won't plug it back up. I won't turn it back on, bro.
Jonathan, where have you gone?
That man boy
miss you.
It'll just sit there just spinning and just randomly do something. I'm like, Yank.
There really is. I mean, that's a big argument for all these things. There's also the economic argument of should there be a place for a currency that is not tied to a government. Now, I would say
you could argue
a lot of economists would say that there is. It becomes a very globalist argument.
Right.
And I believe you're right that it is not likely to happen with the way that the world currently works.
Well, that's refugees. There's people that aren't tied to governments. Why can't we have a currency?
There are, and I think they're.
Oh, they're gonna squeeze them.
Well,
too.
okay, so let's
they're gonna squeeze
realistically, okay, we do have currencies. We have Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not tied to that.
Yep. No, it's not.
We have XRP is about to be. Ethereum's not tied to
it. Totally tied to government.
But the
SEC runs a node on the XRPL. Yeah. By the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
They know.
Right.
There's value there.
Absolutely.
And it is possible. It is possible to it's not unreasonable to set up some sort of mostly separated currency. Mm-hmm. But who's going to buy it? Like one of the things, another thing that we've talked about several times is why don't more people get on cryptocurrency now?
Right.
Because they don't trust it. Yeah. Why don't they trust it?
Hey, and
because there's no protection. Yeah. Because there's no transactional. There's no transparency in some of the transactions.
But people are starting to figure it out.
People are starting to figure it out.
Mr. Russell O'Coon from the Carolina Panthers getting half of his contract.
It's total transparency.
Placing $13 million of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
The perception that's been projected to retail is not that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. To keep you at bay until everything's in place and where it needs to be before they say, okay, actually this is a good thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, this is really good. Like, we can use this. It's
some,
going to help. It's going to help us with banking. It's
right.
going to help you transact easier. It's going to help you buy your groceries easier.
Yeah.
It's going to help you do life a lot easier,
more securely.
That's going to be the message.
Yeah.
But that is true.
But there's a sign-up process for each last one of these currencies.
As it is true to today.
Well,
but the timing.
A sign-up process where you got to put your name and all your information.
There's a sign-up process for Coinbase.
It's somewhere.
KYC, AML.
Yeah.
Which the same thing with banking.
Yeah, it's true.
It's the same thing with banking.
It's
like if anybody has set up a regular bank account, that process is literally the same thing that they're trying to do. And so those roles that happen underground, like I hold some currency offline on cold storage basically
that the IRS used to not know about.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, look,
wise man.
I'm just saying, like, if you had a ledger, I could send you, digital currency for something, a service that you may have offered or something like that. I could, but I had to buy it from somewhere.
Yeah,
that's where they're gonna. And so that
it's a matter of trust.
Well,
that's what they're doing. They're trying to hit every on and off ramp.
The Bitcoin mining is such a big deal because that's why so many governments, adversarial governments, are putting so much investment into Bitcoin
absolutely.
mining.
China
because that's the one way that you can acquire cryptocurrency without having, which is primarily China.
And it's
over 60%. Like,
do you trust China more than you trust these agencies working with the government? It's what it comes down to.
Yeah, and that's where was my. So in regards to the case that came down, the SEC filing the charge, accusing Ripple leveraging XRP to really build a company. That's what they're saying, which is fine, but. At the end of the day, when you look at Bitcoin, primarily mined in China, owned by China, I would say.
Right.
Ethereum, which government also has, gave a designation as a currency, primarily owned by Russia. Vitalik Buterin created Ethereum. He's a Russian guy.
Who do you trust?
Of those two, and then there is Ripple, and there's Ripple, and there's 1,000 other digital currencies. There's thousands of other digital currencies that have similar setups, right?
Right.
Why is this one public?
Yeah.
and the others are not, because they're literally like
somebody sold out. Somebody sold out.
It's not that somebody sold out. It is strategic against this one in particular because at the end of the day, this one was not designed for retailers. They don't want retailers to have this one. Yeah. This one has been proposed as one of the best bridges of value ever. Mm-hmm. And so an internet bridged communication.
Yeah.
I could send you guys, everybody, an email. Y'all can be on different email platforms, and I could send you an email. I could put a CC and send to an AOL, a Gmail, a Yahoo, a .me. It doesn't matter. I could send in one shot.
Can't do that with Facebook Messenger.
You can't do it with.
You can't do that with Twitter.
Nope. You can't do it with Twitter.
Right. Yeah.
And in the banking industry, you can't do that today.
Yeah.
You can't just send money.
Yeah. Like not even between my own accounts.
No middleman. Yeah. No middleman. Not even between your. Yes.
Well,
you have
actually,
a Wells Fargo in the bank, and you still can't just send it. That doesn't make.
A month ago, you couldn't.
I mean, it's a little bit better. Like it's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still like 24 hours or more.
Yeah. Today you
that should be like instant.
Actually.
Right. Why not?
But
so
through these
and there's third parties that are joining in.
New QR code payment systems.
So Zelle, the owner of Zelle, actually is CEO now of XL, the Stellar,
right?
Which they're kind of custody of Stellar Lumens, which is a cryptocurrency. Right. He created Zelle. And ironically, so anyways,
what a lot of those places are doing, what a lot of the Zellies and some of those are doing, is what they're actually doing is basically fronting you a loan. Like you don't see this; this all happens too fast for you to see. They're basically fronting you a loan while they process that transaction
on the back end.
So you don't actually that money that you see there. It's not actually your money until your transaction clears.
Yep.
Now, it all happens really fast.
It's crazy
compared to what like what it used to be. But that's essentially effectively what they're doing. They're extending you a line of credit into your bank account.
Zelle is like a big bucket of money that all the banks tie into.
Right.
Essentially, I mean,
it's a big bucket where
Bank
money
of America,
could be.
Wells Fargo, they're all I can send you $100 to your Wells Fargo account or your.
It's more like a big bucket. It's more like a big bucket where all the banks already are.
Yeah.
Just kind of pull.
They're plugging in. That's right, and they can pull. Yeah, absolutely. They can pull from it.
So the interesting thing about I won't say which cryptocurrency, but it is a crypto ledger based cryptocurrency that we proved 2 or 3 years ago. Me and a couple of people, we didn't actually do this because we don't have that kind of cash later.
Okay.
but we proved, at least theoretically proved that you could, if you had a certain amount of money, not to buy cryptocurrency, but to buy compute time, that you could hack that ledger, shift everything on there into your own account.
That's Bitcoin and Ethereum.
I'm
telling you right now. It's called a 51%. It's called a 51% attack.
Yeah, I've had some conversations.
It's called a 51% attack.
People that say that the whole digital currency is very insecure because of who owns.
But we did write a paper on that for a
51% attack is what they call it.
That will also remain nameless. But it's probably not the one you think it is.
Yeah.
But it is involved with financial stuff, and that essentially proved that was not only that it was theoretically possible, but basically put some numbers around what it would take to actually do that, how much money, how much compute time, and how much money that would cost.
Absolutely.
And it's really more a matter. It was really more a matter of getting the credit with the cloud provider to get the compute more than it was really that costly. It's just not.
No. Yeah. I mean, but it's called a 51% attack.
It's a little. So most of them are. It's a little more complicated than 51%. There's a little bit more to it than that to make it stick, but it would be enough. Like if you think about like right now, there's a lot of people like you and not me so much, but there's a lot of people who individually would be hurt really bad.
Yeah.
If you start basing an economy on something that's vulnerable to an attack like that,
that's right.
And that is
how long is it going to take a country the size of China to say, all right, everybody, we need you to drop in ever how many
no doubt,
new year or whatever it is.
Yeah, who's not going to listen to China?
And bro,
or in China.
I had this conversation
like,
3 years ago with some generals of the United States, and
it doesn't have.
That's the one thing that has prevented them from buying into the whole digital currency is the fact that these are owned primarily by China,
it doesn't
Russia,
have to,
who have also come together to create their own currency to knock out the dollar. By the way, that nobody wanted to talk about.
The BRICS,
a couple years ago. It's 5 countries, bro.
It's 5 countries.
Right? So, there's another 5 countries that have just recently released another digital currency, right? That
they're on CBDC.
I'm very close to, that I won't even get into that conversation.
Indeed.
But that does knock out that middleman that you were talking about. That goes from, private to private or private to public without, any of the information, any of the security information, like, given out. Is just an identifier and an amount of money, and it hits the bank to secure the identifier's identification and the amount of money that's in there to make sure that it's validated, and it's a done deal. So these things do exist right now, but PayPal just purchased it not too long ago. So I'm putting y'all on some game. I'm putting y'all on some game, right? That I don't want to talk about no more because I don't want nobody to laugh in my head.
PayPal knows.
Yeah, because PayID has been using this digital currency for a while in South Africa.
The ledger,
just not in USA yet.
So we've been arguing a premise with regard to XRP.
Come on,
and Ripple specifically.
Yeah,
we've been arguing the premise that the United States government getting involved with that and saying, okay, for you to exchange this under certain circumstances, pretty broad circumstances actually, you have to abide by these regulations, and saying that stabilizes, that ultimately is a good thing. Like even if Ripple gets hammered by $1 million plus lawsuit,
whatever,
that ultimately that helps the cryptocurrency deal because it stabilizes. Or helps.
It helps. Yeah, it brings regulation to the forefront, and it's solid. Like this is just like the Howey test was created.
If we're saying that is the premise,
it's exactly like that.
Here,
it's literally the same.
What does the concept that another group of countries produces that one has the potential even to hack that currency, which I think once the regulations in place becomes pretty minimal. But also has the ability to create their own cryptocurrency that may become more widespread. So what I'm saying is so we're going to stabilize XRP by applying some U.S. regulations to it. BRICS or some other conglomerate. It could be the EU for that.
Absolutely.
Creates their own cryptocurrency, and says, "All right, we're gonna do this, and this that makes it better, than in U.S. cryptocurrency because they're not tying it to the dollar,
right?
They're not saying that this is pegged to a dollar or pegged to a stock or whatever, which would be really interesting. It'd be really interesting to see a cryptocurrency or some other fiat currency pegged to it like an ETF or something."
Yeah, so I mean, those relationships, they go way back already.
But that's
Ripple with IMF / Bank of International Settlements / central bankers. Those relationships have been built since really 2013 and 14.
Right.
So they could actually, and that's where CBDCs came into the picture.
Right.
It was like, well, actually, we can make our own digital currency.
Right. Yeah.
The value of Ripple, the company itself as a custodian or parent over the XRP ledger, that's the key. At the end of the day, the only thing that is super valuable between Ripple and then XRP is that the ledger is in place with as many partners and the right partners that you would want to have. Ripple was a startup.
Right.
Ripple has said in meetings, in conferences, and on with different entities that there's no way a startup company is going to just go sit at the head of the table with the leader of the IMF.
Hey, it is no.
Come on, man.
it is no.
I'm just saying.
Here.
We just saw Congress going head over heels with Facebook, Google, Apple, which arguably isn't even remotely a startup anymore.
Yeah.
And the other one.
And it's no coincidence.
Not a startup.
Unless
established.
But those,
This
I mean, Google and Facebook were startups not that long ago, so it's not out of the realm of possibility for a startup to go from, hey, we're just a startup, we're not going to talk to the IMF.
No doubt.
To, okay, IMF, we want to do it this way, and you need to listen to us because we have this much power in the market. Or whatever.
No, they're not going. No, because it's been.
I mean, they would never say that straight
based
out.
Based on what has happened and transpired, like evidence. I mean, just in act, like the evidence of the conversations and all. Mm-hmm. Like when you look at, and so I would watch all the like annual, like Davos, right. And when it comes to banking, those relationships is what I'm pertaining to, right. And so it's. And they haven't established themselves to the point where they are at Google. Then and now they go back and say, "Hey, no, this is how we want to do it." No, they hadn't been like 2014 and 15 when they sit down with Christine Lagarde. They were absolutely nowhere near a Google. Like they just now became a $10 billion company as of this past year. But those relationships and communications in regards to the ledger and how it works and how it can be the hub for financing for all central banks and then trickle down was happening like 2013, 14, 15.
And it's no coincidence that unless you know where to purchase Ripple,
that too.
An XRP, you're not gonna find out. You can go ask your financial advisors, you can go ask whoever, you can go ask anybody.
That's the one.
You ain't gonna find it. But unless you know, and if you're in that circle of the know, good luck. You know what I mean? If you're in that circle, I mean, have at it right now. Because
so Mark is now a cryptocurrency financial advisor.
Hey, bro, y'all come here, and it's a $2 million charge to even talk to my man's right here. Like you Darvish charges right here, man. Advice. $50 million to holler at my homie.
My opinion.
50 mil to talk to my guy, and I'm his broker. So it is.
Yeah.
But if there's enough money on the table, we will become.
Hey, and there's one other extremely important bit of news that I want to talk about today that just shook me to my core, man. I've been an avid ESPN radio, ESPN watcher my whole life. Whew. An announcement last night that just rocked me, bro. Dan Le Batard came on last night. And
let me just say, this is very possibly one of the only sports shows that I have watched or listened to rather on a regular basis.
Hey, you just put me on game, too. I didn't even realize Dan Le Batard mean Dan's the bastard, bro. I didn't know that. I thought Le Batard was the man's last name. But evidently, everybody's name has been bogus.
Jeez.
Dan Le Batard means Dan the bastard. The second bogus fact, check this out, bro.
Yeah.
Dan Le Batard's dad. The beloved Spanish father.
Yeah.
It's not Spanish. Poppy's not Spanish. Poppy's a paid actor from Idaho named Doug.
Poppy is Doug?
Oh, it shook me to the car.
Doug is Poppy?
Doug is Poppy from Idaho.
Finkel is Einhorn?
Finkel's Einhorn. Finkel's Einhorn. Why, man? Laces out. Man, bro, are you kidding me, bro?
Seriously?
Yes, they fooled us this whole time.
That's not his dad.
He's not even Hispanic.
And
he's a paid actor, bro. The Dan Le Batard show. It's not even his pops, man. That's the biggest. That is the biggest scandal in sports, man. That's bigger than Barry Bonds.
That's tough.
That's bigger than Sammy Sosa changing skin tone. That's big, tough, bro. That hurts, bro.
That's tough.
And he had to come on. He said before TMZ, bro, bigger than Deflategate, bigger than everything the Patriots did for all their 5 Super Bowl wins, all the cheating they took on, man.
That's some bullshit.
He ain't real, man. I love that guy, dog.
He ain't real.
Poppy, you fooled me, man. You fooled me, Poppy. Yeah, bro, isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, so all right, so how does transpire? So he came on the show. What
last night? He said he got to set it straight before TMZ or anybody else reports this thing, bro.
Okay.
Somebody extortion. Some extortion took place. The news is about to break. And then Le Batard let us know Poppy ain't real.
Somebody got doxxed.
Pops.
Come on, Jabba. What's my guy, Jahami Jones? The other.
Bohani.
Bohani, bro. Like, you couldn't let me know. You couldn't want WB. You couldn't want a brother.
But you gotta wonder though. Bro. Like, did that start? That probably started with somebody
in production.
Well, hell, Dan Labatard and his name.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they probably started that with. Hey, you know, it'd be fun. Let's
exactly in production.
Yeah, that's what he said.
In production,
and it's some
and the hit.
Backroom thing, you know, like
and they had to stick to it,
kind of like us.
Yeah, I'm a part of the show.
Hey, we should try. Let's try this. Like, let's do it.
Yeah, but not enough ratings, dog. That's worse than the Washington Redskins.
Let's claim.
You know,
it's worse than the Redskins.
That's worse than the Redskins, bro. He's been acting as if he was a Hispanic man speaking with an accent for years.
And his daddy.
So we're gonna claim that we're gonna start claiming that Jay's from Norway.
Hey, man, I can play some soccer, too.
I'm from Ethiopia.
You're from Nigeria.
Hey, and speaking of soccer, where's my guy, AJ? AJ, where you at, man? I got some great news for you, man. Lionel Messi came out this week and said that he has aspirations of playing soccer in the United States of America.
Holy shit.
Yes.
LA Galaxy.
Yes. Oh, LA Galaxy paid Beckham $250 million for a 5-year contract. That was the first $50 million deal nobody talked about 10 years ago.
He didn't score a single goal.
10 years ago, $50 million a year, and Harden's just not getting hype about it.
He wore the shit out of that uniform.
Yeah, he did. I would have too.
Yeah.
But man, that's
Messi in the States though.
That's huge. That'll be the biggest deal ever. Yeah.
Bigger.
He came here and went.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. He can't get bigger than Ibrahimovic. I got 6'3". And if y'all play with him on FIFA, he's unstoppable, bro. I'm sorry.
Too big.
Hey, did you hear about Messi coming to the U.S., bro? You heard about it? See, that's what I'm talking about. AJ knows. He knows about his game, baby. Keeping up.
AJ knows.
Keeping up, man.
Hey,
but that
guy coming to the States would be that'd be huge.
Yeah, that'd be huge, bro.
Soccer in the States struggle. I mean, so you throw a star in, maybe it helps.
Yeah.
But what he does in the community, I think, would be
even more
massive. Yeah, it'd be massive.
Yeah.
Because I think we don't have it from the ground up like that.
Yeah.
They don't have that to look up to. They look at football.
Josie Altidore, man, like, FIFA, man, I bought out on FIFA, and I put the fastest guys on the field from the USA because I got pride in my country, and I get beat sometimes. But I take that loss with pride. Right? I ain't playing with Argentina. I ain't playing with Spain. I will play with France and Thierry Henry back in the gap,
Okay.
But, I still play with him right now with France because FIFA's my game, but it'll be huge for Messi to come here, bro. That'd be magnificent, bro.
Especially if he gets into the community. Oh, yeah. Bro.
Yeah.
A Messi camp?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, we'll see Argentinians popping up from everywhere.
And he's still not playing.
From Idaho.
No,
we'll try. We'll go to the camp.
Like, hey, Caleb, man, my homie Mark Ramirez is a step pop, bro. Like, he put me on game about Messi like 10, 12, 15 years ago, bro. Messi is, I love Messi now.
Yeah. I think you're right there. That's having, because I did coach soccer and one of our compadres over here in the next office.
You are Stu Geis's Dan Lebitar's father?
Poppy?
No, we've started getting younger kids into soccer, but then we haven't made the connection between the kind of the middle school, early high school to
because they all go play club soccer in England.
Well, or there's just nowhere to go from there.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And so having somebody come in with some and
arguably the best player in the world ever, history, arguably.
Yeah. Could you imagine if there was no NFL?
Pele, but
I know he broke Pele record, but
that was then.
Could you imagine if there was no NFL, NBA, and LeBron James?
Pele was like wearing some old Indian moccasins for shoes. Like, there was no
basically barefooted.
Right.
What if there was a Mark Clayton on the soccer field? You think that the great of USA soccer would be a little better?
Yeah.
If there was a
Deion Sanders on soccer, our best football players.
Yeah.
On soccer.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Basketball. LeBron James playing goalie. Hello.
Come on.
Who's scoring?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah. No doubt.
Nobody. Michael
Jones,
Jordan.
Zach LaVine. Freaking springy.
Yeah. It's just a matter. Are they going to hit their head this week on the goalpost?
Exactly. Right. America's best athletes in soccer would be a problem.
Yeah, it would
real
be.
problem because I mean, just like Mbappe.
My guy from Mbappe, bro, from
Mbappe,
France.
Bro.
Flies.
I'm gonna send it. Go get it.
Yeah, he's averaging in the NFL.
What you gonna do? Like, and he's come on, man. Like,
average
we would
for
OBJ in soccer.
Yep,
I can see it.
Yep,
went that like sick. Like,
yep.
No, we would be really competitive.
Jason Sehorn in soccer.
Midfield.
That's the man. Hey, shout out to Jason Sehorn. You are a freaking legend, bro.
He is a legend.
Legend, bro.
Midfield.
Legendary stuff coming from Noonish, man.
No doubt, man.
Just, I guess we'll close out. Y'all enjoyed it. It felt like a brand new show today, man.
Brand new show. Noonish,
baby.
Putting the ish in Noonish.
Yeah, had to come correct
in
with the ish, baby. Thank you. Shout out to the towing company that got my boy this morning. You know, I messed up. Y'all, armpit of America.
Appreciate y'all not scratching my car.
Nah, man. Glad you made it safely today.
Indeed,
and,
man. Yeah.
We'll see what happens this weekend. Gonna have another great show next week, man. Guest
Ellis
Hobbs, man.
Ellis Hobbs,
New England Patriots, Iowa
Finals.
State, Philadelphia Eagle, DeSoto Eagle in the house next week. Looking forward to having you, bro. We got a thunderous, dynamic, lightning-esque start to the season coming at you guys. This year. So yeah, looking forward to 2021, man. Shout out to this past year, ABC, man.
Yep.
Had to kick it off right with something, baby. But thank y'all for joining us, man, and we'll see y'all next time. Noonish.
Oh, Cowboy Records. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Hey, Ross, sauce it up.
Whoa. I've been feeling the love, I've been feeling the vibe. I hope they can feel all the passion I put in it, and you see it in my eyes. Yeah. I'm coming up, you see the rise. So come out and play. I don't see the need to hide. I feel like I'm the last man standing. 4-5 sitting on my dresser like a bandit. Oh my, why you scared? There ain't no need to panic. I ain't on a wave that could sink the Titanic. Like why? Ain't no need to cut ties. This is not the best time. Aiming for the east or the west side. I rise when I feel a vibe from the nighttime. I slide when she send me pictures of those night stars. It's a banger when I know that beat got a bass line. High line gets a blingin' when they see I'm too live.